Good evening, everyone. Today, I stand before you to discuss a pressing issue that affects the foundation of our nation, the allocation of funds to our educational system. As we all know, education is the cornerstone of progress and the catalyst for the development and the hope for a brighter future. Yet, despite its immense importance, our educational system often finds itself struggling with inadequate funding. The consequences of underfunding, a low budget allocation in education, has far-reaching consequences that extend beyond the classroom. It affects the quality of teaching, the availability of resources, and the overall learning environment. When school lacks sufficient funds, teachers are forced to work with limited resources. Classrooms became overcrowded, and students are deprived of the opportunities they deserve. And one of the most immediate impacts of underfunding is the reduction in the teachers' salaries. This can lead to a decline in teachers' morale as educators feel undervalued and overworked. When teachers are not adequately compensated, it becomes difficult to attract and retrain qualified individuals, resulting in a shortage of skilled educators. Moreover, a lack of funding can limit the availability of textbook, learning materials, and technology, and this can hinder students' learning experiences and create disparities between schools and affluent and disadvantages when students do not have access to the necessary resources. It becomes challenging for them to reach their full potential. The long-term implications of underfunding educations are equally concerning. A poorly funded educational system can lead to a decline in overall education attainment, which can have a negative impact on the country's economic growth and competitiveness. When individuals are adequately educated, they may struggle to find employment, leading to increased poverty and social unrest. Furthermore, a lack of investment in education can perpetuate existing inequalities. Students from disadvantaged backgrounds may be disproportionately affected by underfunding, and as they may have not access to the same opportunities as their more privileged peers. This can exacerbate social division and hinder efforts to build a more equitable society. A call for action. It is imperative that we prioritize education and ensure that our schools receive the funding they need to provide a quality education for all students. We must recognize that investing in education is an investment in our nation's future. By allocating sufficient resources to our schools, we can create a more educated, skilled, and innovative workplace which we can benefit our economy and society as a whole. I urge our government to make education a top priority and to allocate adequate funding to our schools. Let us all work together to ensure that every Filipino child has the opportunity to receive a quality education that will enable them to reach their full potential.